Welcome back to Prep Life Next. This is Ramses Barden, player engagement booth, Super Bowl 49 media row. We got Torry Holt, no stranger to the camera, no stranger to the end zone. Torry, we know you from a lot of places.
Yep.
Share where you've been most recently.
Oh man, I've been down in North Carolina recently. I've retired 5 years ago. Been in North Carolina. Been coaching Pop Warner football with my son. My brother and I are business partners. Holt Brothers Inc. And we have a construction company. We have a development company. We have a foundation which supports young kids with a parent that's dealing with cancer. And then we have Holt Brothers Football. We provide camps in the summer for kids, come out, teach them skills about the game. So that's where I've been recently, man, and that's kind of what I've been doing.
I got a question. 'Cause a lot of times we're told as athletes to focus on one thing.
Yeah.
And if you, okay, maybe football, but if we choose something else, focus on that one thing. It seems you've made a career out of doing 2 and 3 and 4 things and been very successful. Have you had people in your life tell you to focus on one thing, and how did you manage multiple avenues?
You know what? I was fortunate enough when I came into St. Louis. Coach Famil, great coach, great mentor. Really believed in guys being themselves and doing things outside of the game. Georgia Frontier, our owner, was very adamant about us being out in the community, being involved, doing other things other than just playing sport. I think if you focus on sport and be good at it, that's great, that's fine. But it's going to end at some point, and you got to transition into something else. And the best time to do that is while you're playing football. You have the platform where everybody in the world is listening. Everybody wants to hear what your ideas are, what it is that you want to do. So what greater platform not to let people know what it is that you want to do other than play football? So I did that. I did that, and I had guys like Mike Jones, Isaac Bruce, Orlando Pace, guys that were good football players but had other interests off the football field. And I was able to see that and transition myself into that as a young player.
Spending time going to these events, these charity dinners where there's opportunities for networking, the known guys, the first round pick rookies, they're going to get a lot of attention. They're going to quickly familiarize themselves with how to deal with corporate folks, sponsors. As a player who might not be so well known, how do they navigate that arena trying to fill that same role or that void of networking?
Well, I would say, using the PA, with a lot of the opportunities that they provide for players outside of the game of football, just getting familiar with them, letting those individuals know what it is that you want to do. Ask some of the veterans if you can tag along with them. Some of the events that they go to, and that way you can now start to make some relationships with some of the people that are in that room. So that's kind of what I would recommend. To guys that feel like they are not worthy as some of the first round guys, tag along. It's okay to tag along. And then go on the internet. They got all kinds of resources now for guys to find a way to get involved socially and get involved with networking. But I would say more importantly, tag along with some of the veteran guys and get involved.
Touching on the veteran and the young guy relationship, how do we break that barrier? How do we break that ice for the young guy coming into the league, say, hey, this is Eli Manning. Hey, this is Torry Holt. This is Victor Cruz, Hakeem Nicks. These are all guys that, I watched for the last several years and have won Super Bowls and things. How do I engage them?
They know your situation. They've been in the league. They know exactly what the role is. So they can either tell you yes or they can either tell you no. But you won't know if you don't ask. So I would say ask the Eli Mannings, ask the Tom Brady's of the world, what it's like, what is the adjustment like, who do I need to talk to, this is what I'm trying to do. And again, they're either going to inform you or they're not. But you have people in that building, in that organization, with the player engagement guys that you can talk to and get yourself involved with what's going on in the organization, what's going on in the community.
Understood. Switching lanes a little bit, Torry, I love how you play the game because you showed me that you can be a dominant receiver, a physical receiver, but still find ways to protect your body. And you've also mentioned that you coach your son in Pop Warner. So what are some of the lessons that you teach based on how you play the game to the youth these days?
Well, I always tell the guys, play fast, be physical, be smart. Use your brain. Use your mind. Don't take unnecessary hits. If there's an opportunity for you to get out of bounds or if there's an opportunity for you to get down, be smart about it. And I don't think if you go out of bounds or if you get down, that labels you soft. I look at it as a guy, he's being smart. Now, there's going to always be a physical encounter in football. And football is physical, period, right? But I tell guys and I tell my young kids, be smart how you hit, be smart about how many hits you take, and just know where you are on the football field. That'll give you the longevity that you need to have in this game.
Pro Bowler, everything,
Yes,
Torry
sir.
Holt. Definitely an intellectual approach you take to the game, which I admire, and I think a lot of the youth today can learn a lot from. So we appreciate having you here on
Yes,
Prep
sir.
Life Next. This is
Absolutely.
Ramses Barden, Player Engagement Booth, Super Bowl 49.